FM.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Step into the world of gymnastics with Nebraska women's gymnast and Canadian world team member Emma Spence.
She got a bronze in the all-around, a bronze on beam. And who knows if she'll get another medal. But that was a very confident performance.
This is Beyond the Routine with Spence.
Hitting all her handstands, connecting all her release moves, and landing that dismount. That's Emma Spence for you.
Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here is your host, Emma Spence.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence, and my special guest here tonight is my teammate, Isabel Saikon. Welcome to the show. So Isabel is on the Nebraska gymnastics team. She just finished her sophomore year and is heading into her junior year next season. She trains all around, and she's from San Antonio, Texas. Is there anything else you'd like to add to your intro?
I don't think so, no.
What is your major?
My major is advertising and public relations, and then I just added a minor in entrepreneurship.
Oh, nice. Do you know what you want to do with that at all?
I have no idea, but it
right.
just sounded interesting.
All right. That's all right. And you have two younger sisters, right?
Yes. Yep.
And what are their names?
So my middle sister, her name is Mariah, and then my youngest, her name's Abigail.
Abigail? My middle sister's name's Abigail. Okay. I didn't know that. So to get started, how did you first get into gymnastics?
So I first got into gymnastics not super conventionally. Originally started with my mom's best friend had put her kids into a gymnastics class, and she was like begging my mom to just like let us come and try it. So she was like scrolling on Groupon and found one and put us in it, and then we've just been sticking to it ever since. But.
Wait, I think I did hear this story before. Yeah. So you guys got started because of a Groupon.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So how old were you when you started?
I was around 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then did you guys all start, like you and your sisters all at the same time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was 6, and then Mariah was 4, and Abigail was around 2.
Okay. That's so funny. Yeah, that's kind of like mine started because like my middle sister started first because of a birthday party, and then we all joined in afterwards because of that. So it was also super random. So yeah, I guess that's why. So talk a little bit about how like your whole family was involved doing it, because that's kind of how my family was too growing up. We all did it for, I think I don't know, they retired probably like 4 years ago now, but like until then we were doing it for like at least 10 years, all of us together.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know anything different, but I think it was like a very interesting experience for all of us to kind of like just go through that journey together and have all of those experiences and share those memories. Throughout our careers, we've like, been separated sometimes. Like my senior year, I moved gyms, so I wasn't training with my sisters anymore. So that was also super interesting, just to still be doing the same thing, but having a little bit of a different experience. But yeah.
Are they still doing it now?
Yep. So Mariah, she's at Gustavus, which is in Minnesota, and then my youngest sister Abigail, she is a sophomore right now, so she's about to start the recruiting process and stuff.
Okay. So I'm assuming, yeah, she would want to get into doing NCAA. Is there anywhere like specific that she's looking at? Like, does she want to follow you or your other sister at all, or does she kind of want to do her own thing?
Yeah, I think that's something that she's like been kind of torn about. I think she definitely wants to like make a name for herself and not just like be following in her sister's footsteps all the time. But yeah, I don't know. There's a couple different schools that she's looking at, but it'll be exciting for her.
Cool. Well, talk a little bit about your career, like from when you started to up until I guess you came here. What was that like? Because you said you trained or you switched clubs at one point, but what was like the JO, I guess, part of your career like?
Yeah, so I would say like I didn't completely focus on JO probably till my senior year. I trained elite before then for I would say most of my career.
Okay.
I did like tops and stuff whenever I was younger, and then I started training elite, and I worked towards like doing that for the US for a little bit, but my dad was originally born in Poland, so I was able to get a dual citizenship. So whenever I was probably around like 12, I started competing for the Polish national team.
I completely forgot about that. Wait, you need to talk about that more. What was that like?
It was super interesting. Definitely, I mean, I loved it. It was so fun getting to just go to different countries and compete for them. It was definitely a challenging experience because I knew basically zero Polish,
Yeah.
but the coach knew English like decently well, so it worked like him still coaching me for that stuff, but it was very interesting just to, like, I don't know, be exposed to the culture. And it was super cool. I got to meet some of my dad's family that lives up there because obviously, I mean, there's no other way I really would have seen them. So that was super fun.
Were there, like, you competed internationally, I guess. What were like your favorite countries that you got to compete in?
I think my favorite competition that I did for them was the Olympic Youth Festival Games. It was in Baku.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was super fun. They had like an Olympic village, and there was like a ton of different countries there, and we got to do some sightseeing and stuff. So that was really cool.
Nice. Yeah, no, I completely forgot about that. That's really cool. So then at what age did you decide to like transition from the elite stuff into more JO, or did you basically go like elite to Nebraska?
I think I was still doing elite whenever I was like going through the recruiting process and stuff whenever I was talking to Nebraska, but I would say after COVID is like when I kind of like started shifting away from it a little bit. I think, I don't know, the Polish coaching staff and just what happened with COVID just kind of changed a lot of things. So.
Yeah, especially with it being hard to travel. I mean, if that's basically what you were doing for them, it was kind of hold too, right?
Yeah, it was for sure. I think I ended up like trying to qualify for a competition. I was like in the gym, like submitting video routines of me, like pretending to do a competition. But
yeah, no, that was tough. Training during COVID and then trying to not fun.
Yeah.
It was just not a good time. Talk a little bit about your recruiting process. What was that like for you?
I don't know. I think it was like, I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. It was very, I don't know, an interesting time for me.
Okay.
I think just like trying to figure out what exactly I wanted because I never had like any sort of, I guess, expectations. I didn't know what to expect. Like whenever I was in club, I feel like I was always kind of like one of the older girls. So I didn't really know what to expect throughout the whole process.
So you didn't really have many girls around you training that did NCAA?
Yeah, no, not really. I think one of my teammates, she went to Air Force for a little bit, but other than that, I was,
kind of to figure it out.
Yeah, just kind of figuring out as I go because I didn't really have anybody to look up to in that aspect, I guess.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. That's kind of how mine was too. And I was just like, I don't really know what I'm doing. Heather reached out. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go there. And I didn't know anything else. And I was like, yep, I'll go to Nebraska. Were you in touch with any other schools at all, or was it mostly just this one?
Yeah, I was in touch with a couple different schools. I think Nebraska for sure like made it known that they were like seeking me out versus like me reaching out to another school, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, good. So they made you feel like, I guess, the most wanted.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely like one of the factors that really pulled me in because they made it known that, they really wanted me on the team and also that, they like cared about me just beyond being an athlete. Which is really important.
Yeah, no, that's so good. What age were you when you committed then? Or like what grade of school?
I was a junior, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And then why, I guess, did you end up choosing Nebraska?
Yeah, I think kind of just along that. I really loved the coaching staff. They seemed very supportive. The team, whenever I came on my visits, they were all super nice. You guys seemed super close knit, which I definitely can relate to now.
Yeah.
And then honestly, just the university as a whole, whenever I was touring the facilities and all of that, I think they did a really good job like explaining it. I remember they were saying how like they try to treat the men's and women's teams of different sports equally, which was really cool. Yeah, and just like all of the resources and everything that they provide for us is just so amazing. So.
Did you visit once or like more than once?
Yeah, I visited once and then I committed shortly after that.
Okay. Nice. And so Nebraska is kind of far from Texas. Did that have any factor in your decision making, where you want to go kind of closer to home, further from home?
I don't think it played a huge factor. There aren't any Division One teams in Texas, so and because Texas is so big, I knew I
Yeah.
was gonna be pretty far from home wherever I went.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Are there any differences between where you're from in Nebraska at all, or any similarities?
Main difference that really got me is the weather. In Texas, it's super hot. We get snow maybe once every 4 years or something like
That's
that.
crazy.
So the snow here was definitely a big adjustment. Like whenever I first got here, I didn't have a hat, gloves. I think I brought like one coat, but it was like nothing compared to the winter coats that we get.
Yeah.
So I was not prepared one bit.
That's so funny because for me, like if people ask what's the difference between like Nebraska and Canada, I'm like, Nebraska's so hot.
Really?
Yeah. So
No.
it's like the exact opposite.
No, I definitely relate to that now. Like, I think whenever I go back home to Texas now, it's like I feel like I'm dying in the heat because now here, like, I don't know, I've adjusted it to it being colder. Like 80 degrees is like really
Yeah.
hot for me now.
Yeah. No, same. Yeah. And now I feel like I'm like struggling to be in the cold. I'm like get colder quicker than I used to. I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh, it's not as easy. Is there anything similar that you would say?
I think one thing that's similar is kind of like the people. I think
Okay.
like some areas of Texas definitely have that like southern charm where people are just like super nice and everyone here is just so supportive. I mean, you're walking down the street and people are just always nice to each other, talking to each other. So
Yeah. So where is San Antonio? Because I went to Texas for the first time about a month ago, but we went to
Okay.
Dallas. Is that close?
Dallas is about 4 hours from
Oh.
San Antonio.
Okay.
So yeah.
4 hours, like what way? Like I would have had to drive an extra 4 hours.
Yeah,
from
4 hours, I guess, west.
Okay. Dang. Well, yeah. I feel like the people there were actually really nice, and I was like, oh, it was cool. I liked it, but yeah, that was just like Dallas and like Prosper area. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was cool though.
Yeah, Dallas area is probably more like city. Like I think it's a bigger city than San Antonio for sure.
Okay. Nice. What would you say that your favorite things to do around here are?
Ooh. Honestly, I've been really like just loving finding things to do outside, like whether it's like going to the pool, going to different parks. They have like a couple lakes out here that's been fun to go to. Volleyball has been a huge one. Very into volleyball now. Yeah, and just like hanging out with friends, just finding the most random things to do.
Yeah, I was talking to KB about that, the side quest that you guys have been doing. Like, so on East Campus, there were like animals.
Yes, there were so many. Oh my gosh, there was a baby kangaroo.
Yeah, what the heck?
No, it was
like,
the
where
most
did that
random
come
thing.
from?
I don't know. She was like saying that she read an email about it. I had never even seen it, but she was like, "There's a party happening or on East Campus." I was like, "All right,
Yeah,
I'm about to be there."
You pulled up. Okay. Yeah, no, that's so crazy. What do you think? So our team's really getting into volleyball, and I feel like every year that I've been here, it's been like more and more. But this year is like definitely the most. What do you think that's gonna do? Like going into next year, like do you think it's gonna be like even more intense, or like the team's gonna get better, or like I don't know? How do you see that? I guess transitioning into next year, because like this year has been like a really big deal, and I feel like it's only gonna get more.
Yeah, I agree. I think I don't know. Personally, I'm really into the volleyball now. Like I love to play before practice and stuff. But I don't know. I think it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it'll be next year. Definitely losing some of our star players. So I don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah, we'll have to hope, I guess, that the freshmen are pretty good.
Yeah. Well, when I was in nationals for Utah, they had like some like welcome ceremony party thing, and there were some kids out there playing volleyball, and one of the recruits, Karis, was out there playing volleyball. So
Perfect.
I think we've definitely got some people who are ready to step up for that.
Okay, yeah, no, that's something that's so funny. At some point, I feel like it'd be cool if we like combine like the Nebraska gymnastics team with the volleyball team.
No, yeah, I think that would be a super fun like collaboration.
Yeah,
like.
Even just for like I don't know, warm up if they like come into the gym or something. Because that would be sick.
That would be funny to see too. I feel like that would make for a really good video because we're definitely not built for that. But
and we'll be so much shorter compared to them. Yeah, that's funny. What would you say that your favorite things about the athletic department are, or like the resources that are given to us?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I really love is the community outreach that we receive. Just those opportunities are so amazing. I think I've been getting like more into that this year, especially. I think it's just super fun to just go out and give back to the community and make an impact on the kids' lives because they really look up to us as athletes.
Is there any specific activity that you like doing the most, or that you like gravitate towards, like, I guess, more kids?
I don't think there's like anything specific, I guess. I don't know. I like doing anything. We did a super simple one. We went to an elementary school and they were doing like a race marathon sort of thing where they were just like running a bunch of laps and we were just cheering them on the whole time. It was super cute, but yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, those are so fun. And I didn't know that was really a thing before coming here until they started talking about like the Tom Osborne citizenship team and stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah, like this is great. And then the more you do it, it's like the more you want to keep doing it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I think that part's super cool. Would you say that your experience here has been different than what you expected at all, or the same?
Honestly, before coming here, I didn't really like have any expectations. I had no idea like what to expect, what I was walking into. I think freshman year I was like trying to figure all of that out, just going with the flow and stuff. But I don't know. Definitely, it's been a good experience for me. I don't know what would have been different because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, honestly, I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna go to college and I'm gonna do school and I'm gonna do gym. But there were so many other parts to it that I feel like I wasn't expecting fully, which was cool. Like, I guess the life skills and then just like balancing, I guess, like the study hours and finding time to eat, like all those random things that I just didn't even think would be anything. But yeah, no, definitely interesting coming in. Do you have any advice that you would give your younger self coming in as a freshman that you wish you knew?
I think the biggest piece of advice would have just been to be open to like everything, just like try to go do like these random things, just meeting different people, building those relationships.
Yeah, no, definitely. Is there like any big changes that you've noticed in yourself from your freshman year self versus now?
Yeah, I think this year versus my freshman year self, I've definitely like come more into myself and just like, become more aware of like the things that I like to do. Just because like freshman year, I think I was just like following along with everybody else, trying to figure out what exactly I was supposed to be doing. So I think I found like the things that I enjoy and I like to do.
And then how would you say that translated into like your gymnastics side of things too?
Yeah, I think this year I was, I guess to be able to be a little bit more of a leader just by, I think like the main thing for me that I did this year versus last year was just trying to lead by example, I guess, and just, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of like this year I actually understood the process of the whole season. I knew it was going to happen. But yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely like, coming in as a freshman, I feel like it's just like do what you're told. Because like you don't really know what's going on. And because of that, it's like you're too scared to like actually say something because it's just like, all right, I'm just going to put my head down and like get everything done. So what events did you compete freshman year?
Freshman year, I did beam and vault.
And then this year you added bars. Did you ever compete floor this year? No. Like you were pretty close.
Yeah, I was training it for a little while and then we just kind of put more emphasis on vault.
Yeah, no, definitely. Was there like a standout meet throughout this year, the last year that you can think of as like, I don't know, or just like a fun one?
Yeah, I think definitely last year, the meet that stood out to me was whenever we went to Arkansas. Not for regionals, but whenever we were just doing a duel against Arkansas.
Yeah.
That was just like such a fun meet. I think the energy was just insane, especially with that crowd being so big. I remember I can't remember how many vaults it was, but it was like we just stuck a bunch of vaults during that rotation and it was so fun. The energy just kept building.
That was crazy. I forgot about that vault rotation. It was like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
there was like stuck. And then Corey was there,
Yes.
hyping up the crowd. That was the first time I think we were exposed to Corey.
I
And we
think
were
it
just
was,
like,
yeah.
wow, like the energy and the enthusiasm, like the vibes in there were crazy. Definitely. Do you say, or would you say that there's one this year that like stood out the most?
I don't know. I can't remember
trying to
one that
think.
was like.
I feel like Beam at Big Tens.
That was
That was a
rotation.
really good rotation.
Yeah.
I feel like that one we kept building
hmm
off of each other, and like towards the end, Molly was crying
Yeah,
too.
that was super cute.
Like she was just super proud, and that was like the highest beam score we've gotten in I don't even know how long, but
a while.
yeah, it was a couple years. That was pretty cool. Yeah, no, I can't really remember
I
much
know, I
else
can't either because like they all start blending together. I think I was trying to think of this the other day, like where we even went. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I start to forget like it's all just like one big long weekend.
Yeah, no, literally everything. Especially now, like being done with 4 years of it, I'm like, what year did this happen?
Yeah.
What year did this happen? But yeah, no, definitely. Well, do you have any other like specific or special memorable moments throughout your career, even if it wasn't like in NCAA?
Hmm. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, once you
I don't
start
know,
to
like
think about it.
yeah, I haven't ever thought about that. I think I want to say during my senior year of high school, I think I had a lot of good meets. I think that was my senior year of high school. I was fully back from an injury, so my junior year I fractured my back. So I think just coming back from that, I had a lot of good moments. Honestly, I think that was like one of the best years of my career in JO. So I think just a couple meets during that, and then having the switch of club gyms was really interesting. But yeah,
Definitely. Yeah, I could see that. Last question before we head to the break. Did you ever get to compete with your sisters, like at the same meet at all?
yeah. So my senior year of high school, the first competition I think we had of the season, we all competed together, and we were all at the same time too. But since I was at a different club, my parents were like looking all over, like
Oh
trying
my
to make sure we
gosh.
weren't competing at the same time.
Yeah.
But that was fun.
Okay, that's really fun. I barely competed with my sisters, but I think there was one where like me and the youngest one competed at the same time, and that was cool.
Yeah.
Ugh, love that. All right, well that's a wrap on our first segment. We'll be back right after the break. You're listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence and Isabel Sycon.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet. O Street Carpet. 1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
In today's digital world, technology works great until it doesn't. At Hamilton, we work to keep your business up and running. We are more than an IT company. We're your partner, focused on customized solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Say goodbye to tech stress and unexpected IT costs when you hire Hamilton. Together, we help you focus on what really matters. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Safety is always at the top of mind at Lincoln Electric System. The safety of our employees and the safety of our customers. It's National Safety Month. Visit les.com/safety for tips on all things related to electrical safety.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Life changes, and sometimes that means changing where you call home. Whether you're downsizing, growing your family, relocating, or facing tough times, you shouldn't navigate it alone. I'm Laura Bonta-Bush with Woods Bros Realty, and I'm here to guide you with all your real estate needs. As wife of football coach Bill Bush, I understand the importance of teamwork and making sure you are supported every step of the way with honesty, integrity, and compassion. If you're looking for a game plan to buy or sell your home, text the word HOME to 402-534-1919. That's HOME to 402-534-1919.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
Back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Welcome back to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence, and my special guest here tonight is my teammate, Bill Sison. So our first segment, we touched a little bit on who she is, her background in the sport, and her family a little bit, and thoughts about her college experience so far. My next question for you are, what are some times that you've overcome major setbacks in the sport, or I guess just in your life, that affected your career?
Yeah, I think besides like COVID, which I think kind of affected everybody like immensely, whenever I was, I want to say 15, I think I like went through a period of time where I just like really struggled with injuries. Like it was just like the next thing after each other. That was when I fractured my back. I think that was just a hard time for me because I couldn't understand why I just like couldn't get away from the injuries no matter what I was doing. I think eventually I ended up working like on my diet and stuff because I like had vitamin D deficiencies and other things that I think it's like pretty common for gymnasts. But yeah, I think I just worked on that really hard. But yeah, I think it was a tough time just like trying to fix it and like, I don't know, just not understanding like what I was doing, like why it wasn't working. But
yeah, no, and then the deficiencies and different things.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of times people have told me, they're like, you're low in iron and vitamin D and
Yes.
calcium and omega-3 and all these things. And there was a point in time where, like, I think it was this season, I had like a pill case that like old ladies have. And I had like my morning pills, my lunchtime pills, my night pills. And I like pulled it out in class and I'm like taking pills. And Soph was beside me in class. She looks over and we just burst out laughing because I pull out this like whole pill case. Yeah, it's so frustrating trying to figure out ways to navigate injuries like that when you don't even like really know where they're coming from at all. What would you say kept you going on those hard days?
I think just knowing that like I had goals that I wanted to achieve, like, you know, getting to college gymnastics and doing elite things as well. I think I knew that I hadn't reached my full potential that I wanted to yet. I still had a ton of room to improve. So I think, yeah, during that time, I just, you know, focused on what I could control. So whenever I fractured my back, that's like full complete rest. I couldn't do like anything.
Yeah.
No sort of exercise or stretching or anything. So during that time, you know, when I couldn't physically do anything, I worked on like kind of the mental side of things. I would read different books on sports and stuff. So I just, you know, focused on whatever I could do to help me just be ready to come back stronger.
How did you fracture your back? Was it like a specific thing or it was like an overuse?
Yeah, it was more of like an overuse thing that just kind of happened over time. But I do remember like a specific moment that like, I don't know, I guess just like, you know, that was like really made it happen. I was doing like a tumbling pass on floor or something and I just like could feel it after whenever I landed. And I don't know, it's like so weird to me whenever I like get injuries like that. I just, for some reason, I just know like whenever it happened, I didn't know if I was like being paranoid or anything, but I just like had this feeling that I knew that it was fractured.
Yeah, it's like, okay, this is actually really long. Because there's like the limit where it's like, okay, like it hurts, but like it's probably fine. And then at some point, it's just like, yeah, like I can't, like I gotta be done. And that's where like you draw the line with it. Oh man, that's so tough. I've had back stuff throughout my whole, like, I don't know, it was like, 14 to like 18 years old. And it was just like, no one could really explain why.
Yeah.
And there was no real like fix for it. It's like, yeah, take some like supplements. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, do some exercises. But like, it just doesn't really do anything. And then all of a sudden I came here and it's like my back problems like went away.
Really?
Yeah, like they're like there sometimes, like, okay, yesterday I was cleaning out my room and like going through everything to get rid of. And I was hunched over for a while. My back started hurting. So I put on a back brace that I found under my bed. I found 2 back braces under my bed actually from before I came here. So I was like cleaning my room with a back brace on yesterday, but like that doesn't count. Maybe it does. I don't know. But my like actual career, like it wasn't terrible. I feel like I just had like more issues than that to focus on.
Yeah, that was kind of just like on the back burner.
Yeah. Is it still like a problem for you at all or like not terrible?
It's not terrible. I think I've definitely learned like the things that I need to do to kind of manage it. But like I think whenever I had fractured my back, we also found that I had like a genetic like issue on my back as well. Like my vertebrae is like partially fused with like I guess my tailbone on one side.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that has kind of affected I guess my back. I had to do like exercises and stuff for that. So that's just like something that I'll have to live with like for the rest of my life. So yeah, but I've definitely learned how to manage it.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting because I wonder if like you weren't even doing gym if like that would have like been like discovered or like a problem at all. But yeah, when you add gymnastics to things, it's a lot of impact.
Yeah.
How would you say that you balanced your school and your gym and like your personal life throughout your experience here?
I don't know. I think it's definitely still something that I'm working on. I don't know. It's definitely hard, especially like during season, just to find the time for everything. I think it's really important for us to take a break to be able to like find time for the friends and other things like that and just like doing things for yourself. Yeah, I think I'm definitely working on that balance. I think finding, you know, different things that you can do, like the side quests, you know, are helpful just to take your mind off things. But
yeah. Would you, so, okay, balancing school with the athletic side of things is definitely harder than I thought it was going to be coming in here. what do you think about that? Or like, yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's definitely was harder than I expected as well. I think, I don't know. It's just like such a weird time. Like, and I like hear like other students like saying that they don't have time for anything or whatever. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think trying to balance it. I think like time management is the biggest
That's the
thing
biggest
that
thing.
helps. And like I am such a huge procrastinator that has not helped my experience one bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like it doesn't help, but at the same time, I feel like I do my best work when I'm under like a lot of
Exactly.
pressure.
Yes.
So like if I have paper due at midnight, I'll start it at like, I don't know, 8, 9
Mhm.
p.m. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna get it done, and I have
Yes.
to focus. And like at that point, I can't have any distractions, or like I can't go play on my phone because
Right.
I
You don't
can't.
have time. Yeah.
But if I don't have that pressure, like I'm gonna go wander off and do whatever I want to do
Well,
until
exactly.
then.
I wish like say, yeah, I have a paper due or something. I wish I could start it like a week in advance and just
No.
work on it a little bit every day or something like that. But I just can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I've gotten like even when I'm procrastinating, I've gotten the job done every time. So it's like I can't stop.
Exactly. It's like it works. So might as well just keep to it. That's what I'm worried about with like if when I get an actual job, they're gonna be like, you have to have this done by like a certain day, and I'll like start it like the day of. They're gonna be
Yeah.
like, So I'm gonna have to probably work on that a little bit. But yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine. Do you have any go-to like self-care things that you do at all? Or things that you do to help with your mental health?
Yeah, I think music is probably the biggest one for me. I think, and it's like something easy that you can just do like kind of whenever.
Like listen to music?
Yeah,
Okay, I was gonna say, you play music?
No, yeah, just like listening to different types of music. I don't know. I've like tried to get into different hobbies and stuff too. I don't know that they've all completely stuck. Like I read every once in a while. I've been enjoying that recently. I like doing like sewing and stuff like that also.
Okay.
So that's kind of fun. Big one for me is shopping. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
shopping. It's kind of a problem, but
Okay. It fixes another problem, so it cancels out.
exactly.
Okay. Do you have any specific types of music that you listen to, or just a little bit of everything?
I think kind of a little bit of everything, but I would say like I don't know. I guess like kind of folky music and like
Okay.
some music that people would describe as like sad.
I love
But
sad music.
yeah.
I love sad music. Even when I'm like in a great mood, like something about sad music.
Yes.
It's good.
Yeah.
What about shopping? What kind of stuff do you go shopping for typically?
I don't know. Clothes. Any type of clothes. I love like fashion and stuff.
Yeah, you definitely have like the most put together outfits every single day. Yeah, it impresses me so much. Like I'll show up in like sweatpants and a hoodie like almost every day, and you're just like a full like put together outfit. I'm like, wow.
No, I don't know. I love it. Like I love like getting up and just like going through my clothes and figuring out what I'm gonna wear. It's just fun for me. But yeah.
That's awesome because I really don't. Like I wore a uniform in high school and like I love that. Didn't have
Yeah.
to think about it. Just wake up, put the same thing on every day. And when I got here, like, oh, I have to figure out clothes.
Yeah.
But do you have a favorite or like a go-to shopping spot in Lincoln?
I don't know. I don't think there's like a specific store. I went to a thrift shop called Bud's. I think last week, and that was pretty cool. But other than that, I wouldn't say there's like a specific store or anything. Go to is usually Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For clothes too.
Yeah, I love
Really?
finding different clothes on there.
Cool. Love that. So switching gears a little bit, what are your thoughts on transitioning from an underclassman to an upperclassman?
Yeah, I think it'll be really interesting. I think this year I got like just like a little taste of like kind of working on my leadership and building that up a little bit. I think definitely I need to continue working on that for this next upcoming year, and I think I'm ready for it, but it'll definitely be interesting because we have so many freshmen coming in. I think they're gonna be looking to a lot of us for that leadership.
Mm-hmm. I think you'll do great, first of all.
Thanks.
But what are your thoughts on the changes on the team next year? Like the big class of seniors leaving and then a big class of freshmen coming in.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really interested to see how it's like all kind of going to play out. I know a lot of us, the whole team really looked up to y'all, your class, for a lot of just like support. And I think, I don't know, I think my class, at least for me, I think I was close with a majority of your class. That was probably some of the closest relationships that I had on the team. So hopefully we can kind of be that for the freshmen coming in. They'll be able to build those relationships. But yeah.
Awesome. Do you have any goals for yourself going into next season or team goals at all?
Yeah, I think just continuing to build, like for me personally, I think I just like want to be a little bit more consistent. And I think just like enjoying the journey, because I'm realizing that it like goes by like that super fast. Like I'm already
It's crazy.
halfway through
Yeah.
already. It's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then for the team, I think, I don't know, like I think we have a lot of big goals that we want to achieve, like night session for Big Tens. I think also just being like consistent as a team and, you know, being ready a little bit earlier for the competitions. And I think building our confidence is going to be something that'll be super huge for us to be able to succeed those goals.
Nice. I love that. I'm super excited to watch and just see how things go next year for you guys. I'm really excited for y'all. Well, on that note, that's the end of our second segment. We'll be back after the final break. You are listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence and Isabel Saikon.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com. Your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and the hail sale has been a huge success, but is winding down. We still do have several units with huge discounts. Plus, we have brand new Sierras, $14,000 off list, or starting at $37,105, or 0.9% APR on select new models. Yes, you heard right. $14,000 off or 0.9% APR on new Sierras starting at $37,105. So please check us out at cobblecars.com. All deals with roof credit, stock number G2893558.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Noticing more dust at home? It may be time for duct cleaning from Bryant. Breathe easy and healthy. Call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Safety is always at the top of mind at Lincoln Electric System. The safety of our employees and the safety of our customers. It's National Safety Month. Visit les.com/safety for tips on all things related to electrical safety.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. Back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Welcome back to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence, and my guest here tonight is Isabel Sycon. For this last segment, we will be doing some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. First question is, describe Nebraska gymnastics in 3 words.
I'm gonna say exciting, family, and I don't know. I'm at a loss for a third word. I'll say, can we count Go Big Red as one word?
Yeah.
GBR.
Yes. Love that. What is your favorite event to compete and to practice?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would say maybe beam is my favorite to practice.
Okay.
That's probably controversial, but and then I like competing vault.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. KB said that yesterday too. I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know
quick,
why.
Though. It's
It
like
is
nice
quick,
and
yeah.
quick.
Yeah, it's quick.
Okay. Nice. Do you have any pre-meet rituals?
Yeah, I have like probably too many
Please
pre-meet
share.
rituals. I need to like cut it down. But normally, like once we start the season, I wear the same pair of pajamas the night before the meet.
Okay.
For everyone, I usually wear this like necklace that has a horseshoe on it. I actually lost it halfway through this season. So I was a little bit nervous for the next meet that we had after that, but it was fine. So clearly I don't need the superstitions, but yeah.
Okay.
And then I normally listen to Eye of the Tiger before the meet. Like I have it in like my meet playlist. Usually specifically I listen to it while I'm like visualizing beam. But,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. Love that. If you could have a custom floor music to any song, what would it be? Or any type of music too?
I don't know. Maybe like a sad song. Like nobody does that. I don't know. That could be fun.
Like a slow, sad song. That would get people's attention for
Yeah.
sure. Okay. What is your go-to post-meet meal?
I don't know. I feel like I don't have a specific meal, but I don't know. I feel like a burger is always good after a meet.
Yes, absolutely. If you could add any skill to any routine without having to learn it, what would it be?
I think like a double lay on floor.
Mhm.
They're so pretty, and I wish that I could do one so bad.
Yeah, those are so cool. Same, honestly, same. Never got to that. If you could trade places with someone on the team for a day, who would it be?
That's a hard question. We have like so many interesting people on our team that I just like would love to experience their life. If I had to pick one, probably Naya.
Yeah.
I think that one is like most people would want to experience her life. It's
Yeah.
just, like,
No, me too. Is there any specific reason why? Because I would say Naya as well.
I don't know. She's just like so carefree, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that's like one of the main things I think. But
She really just lives her life.
she does,
Yeah.
and she enjoys it so much.
Yes.
Like I would love to just experience a day.
Yeah, totally agree. Last question. Do you have any favorite team rituals or traditions?
I don't think it's really like a ritual or tradition, but I love whenever we like go to somebody's house just to hang out. I feel like it's very chill, but it's super fun just getting to bond with everyone.
Nice. Love that. Well, do you have any final words you would like to share that I never asked?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Of course. Well, that's a wrap on tonight's show. You are listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence and Isabel Sycon.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY.